You're now rocking with the bad boys of the Dynasty, Nasty Noop and Terror Dome on Move the Sticks 365.
Welcome to another episode of Move the Sticks. I'm your host, Nasty Noop, and like always, I have my co-host, Terror Dome, aka the OG Chris Murray. What's going on, man?
Feels good to be back, man. It's like we ain't dropped one of these things in a minute, man. Got a lot to talk about.
Man, we sure do, man. There's a lot of news been going on around the league, man. A lot of changes, a lot of shake-up, man. So let's get into Dynasty news right quick, man. All right, so, man, right now we're in the season, man. So how's your season going?
Man, it's going, how we didn't expect it. But I knew my team was young. And from week 1 all the way up to week 17, each game is going to be a test for my young players. So I'm sitting at 3-5. I could definitely be doing better, but so far so good. I like what I'm seeing from my team. I know the holes that I got to fill. Seeing some pieces that might be available this off season. So I think the season is going so good so far with my Browns. They doing all right. But we could be doing a whole lot better.
Yeah, man, I have to concur, man. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would do at this point. Still, man, I'm kind of, upset with the lack of pass rush that I'm getting because it's forcing me to change up my game. So I'm looking at the draft. I'm hoping that, some good pass rushers come available in free agency so that, we can play the attacking style 4-3 defense that we want to play. But we've been pretty much, man, if a guy's patient in the pocket, we've pretty much been getting eaten up over the first half of the season. So it's been very interesting. I will say this: I'm happy to be back in Atlanta. So the L's aren't as tough as they were when I was up in Minnesota. So, but a lot of people been asking, man, why the season? Why are we doing the season? Why do we have to go through the first season with no trades or whatever? For me, I looked at it like this, man. I ran it by a few people, man. It's a way to, really test stick skills, man, to see where you stand. Mm-hmm. And it also kind of ties back into high stakes as well, man. So once high stakes is over, we do the team draft, and then you also have to, at this point, factor in, okay, we're going into, I'm choosing my team. Am I more concerned with winning now, the first season, or am I willing to take a team that I love out the box, knowing that they're not good, and build them over the entire cycle? So those are like a lot of things that you have to factor into it, man, when you're picking your team and then going into this first season in a new cycle. So, like, what are your thoughts, man, when you got the news that, hey, no trade and this is how we're gonna move forward, man? What were your thoughts on it?
I thought that the playing field has been leveled all the way out, and the season is pretty much like what I was waiting for was going to be based off pure stick skills. Like, there's no excuses. This season, like when I heard about it, it was just flat out no excuses. Number one factor is why I'm saying no excuses is we got some guys in the league right now who got teams that's not stacked at all as far as talent wise, and they're dominating the league. So guys can't use the excuse of I got a shitty ass team, or my team stacked, or Madden's jerking me. It just comes all the way down to pure stick skills, man. And the competition level, I think, exceeded through the roof when that was mentioned. Because now it's like guys is like, it don't matter what team I got. It's pitting chip with some dude's shoulders. Like, it don't matter what team I got. My stick skills is better than yours. You can't go toe to toe with me as far as stick skills. So it's just, I think it added, it added that fire that the league needed heading into the first season of this cycle. So I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, man, it's been very interesting, man, to turn around and look, man. You see a Ness out there in New York with the Jets, man, sitting at 6-2 right now. Nobody thought the Jets would be here at this point, man. Out the box. But he's putting his stick skills into play, man, and he's pulling out wins, man, against some good competition, because he's beat a 2-time Dynasty champ in this league in tight work. So it's not a fluke. He is actually putting in the work to be where he is right now.
And the thing about it too is if you look at the atmosphere of how the chat is and how the leader is, it feels like it's high stakes. Like dudes is coming for each other, man. Like coming for each other's throat. Like it's crazy, man. Like so for that to be put into play, I think that was an amazing idea, man.
Oh, most definitely, man. Thanks, man. And also, be on the lookout for that new T-shirt that'll be coming the way of the new champion, whoever that may be. I'm happy that we can actually finally send out T-shirts to the winners of the Super Bowl now, as opposed to the guy that used to be here who wouldn't allow us to send him the trinkets that we wanted to send out, man. So I'm hoping that helps to increase the morale of the league as well. Sending out the Super Bowl trophy, sending out league T-shirts or whatever. So I'm looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and get into the meat of the show, man. Next up, man, we have the most controversial segment of any Madden League around, and we call that segment "What the Fuck." All right, man. So first up, man, what do you have for us?
First up. This was a what the fuck on top of the list. Coming into this season, we had a team that flat out stacked on both sides of the board, offensively and defensively. They had some questions at the quarterback position. They started off from the gate looking like the team that we knew they was going to look like. But since then, this team has looked like a mediocre bottom tier team, and that team is the Jacksonville Jaguars with expert.
Wow.
You got 42 dropped on your head with a Krispy Kreme fresh out the oven donut delivered straight through the drive-through. SJ came in to Jacksonville, not only coming in there taking the W 42-0, but as the favorite by 4 points. So on that note, took the L. Then the following week, Matty Ice and the Philadelphia Eagles came into Jacksonville as the favorite and handed him out another L. You know, I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville, but on that note, D, just give him the button, man.
What the fuck? All right, man. So I guess we'll move on to the next what the fuck moment of the 2018 Dynasty Madden cycle. What do you have here?
All right, man. The schemer. You knew you was getting it. You knew you was getting it once you seen that clock hit 0. How could you allow the Buffalo Bills, who already have their bags packed up, already have Madden 20 pre-ordered, get a W over you? We not going to spend no time on you. Like, we not going to waste anything on you. I'm just answer that one question, but while you answering it, Deion's giving him the button. So,
what the fuck? All right, man. So we're on to our third what the fuck moment. I think this one is a little close to your heart, so go ahead and speak on it, man.
Man, I couldn't do it, but I have to, because I don't know what the fuck is going on, what was going on in my head, but my Cleveland Browns decided to install some form of hope out there in Tampa by allowing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, to get a W. You know, whatever I want to blame it on, Madden, you know, me chilling with my feet up while I was playing the game, it don't matter, but that shit ain't happening again. But on that note, D, give me the button.
What the fuck? All right, man. So we got one more, man. I think this one is also close to your heart, man. It might get you a little heated. So why don't you go ahead and drop it on them? All
right, man. So for you young punks out there, man, little rookies that just came into the dynasty, it was some chitter chat going in the chat the other day. You know, I was discussing my record with another DML vet, and a rookie decides to put his mouth and put his 2 cents in something ain't had nothing to do with him. You know, and that little rookie was Marizi. He comes in, oh man, you trash, you a doormat, I'm this, I'm that. So I said, all right, little young punk, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. Now, we ain't talking about $1,000, $500. He said, let's play for $20. So I'm like, all right, okay, cool. It's $20. And I'm not saying I'm the richest man in the world, but it's $20. Marizzi came out, got his ass beat fair and square. I have yet to receive my $20 payment.
What?
Marizzi, is you that fucked up when you can't pay out $20? Tell your chick to subtract it from your lunch money, because he talking about he got here and do all his life responsibilities, which I don't give no fucks about. It's $20. You ain't like what is it, man? Like then he's saying I'm seeking attention. I have you doing all this talking in the chat, but you talking your ass around from sending me my damn $20. So we already know, Dynasty League, that when it's a calling for the league to donate some bread, don't hit up Marizzi, because that donation ain't gonna probably get dropped into the PayPal account to Madden 20 when Madden 20 come the fuck out. Marizzi, I don't even want the $20 back. You can keep the shit, because obviously you need it more than me. But that's some fucked up shit, man. I'm telling you right now, that's some fucked up shit. Now, I'm not trying to bring no negative energy to EA Play, but if I see you at EA Play, man, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, you might get the shit smacked out of you. You might get the shit smacked out of you, because it's the principle. It's the principle behind it. You came out talking your shit. You got your ass beat, and I still ain't got this $20 in my PayPal account. But you can keep it though, man. Keep it with that L I gave your ass. And on that note, you can get the button too.
What the fuck? Woo! Boy, you was heated on that one, man.
I'm just saying, like, he came out talking all this shit. It's just $20. Like, it's not even that deep. But but obviously you need it more than me, so I ain't even going to waste no time on it, man.
Most def. All right, man. So I guess we'll move on to our new segment that we call 4th and Inches. So we'll be talking about the defensive leaders, offensive leaders, and the mid-season MVP up through the first 8 weeks of the new season. So first up, man, let's take a look at the defensive leaders for weeks 1 through 8. All right, so man, right now, man, we have Levante David from the Tampa Bay Bucks, man, leading the league and with 29 tackles, man. I guess you got to be a part of some of those tackles, man, when you and the Browns played, man. You want to speak on them a little bit?
Yeah, he's definitely a game changer. He took away a lot of reads that I wanted to that I was looking for, and he's explosive. He's an explosive linebacker, man. Like, there was some routes that Landry had that he would have easily blew past other linebackers, but he was able to make plays, Mayfield make mistakes, and he's a dominant player, and the stats shows it, man. So I'm looking to see what he's going to do the second half of the season.
Yeah, man. I think, man, his career went to die in Tampa, though, man. You know, but we'll see how that goes out, man, the rest of the cycle. But let's go ahead and move on to Michael Fitzpatrick, man. This guy is balling. This dude is a free safety that has 7 INTs, man. And I believe at the moment he has like 18 tackles. So he's not only, standing back there in coverage, but he's also coming up laying that wood as well, man, helping on that run game. Any thoughts on him?
Yeah, the number one thing with him is he's a rookie. So for him to come in from the gate and show that he could produce like this, it just shows you what type of future that he might have ahead of him. And definitely with a GM like Tight Work, being able to utilize him and get the full maximum potential out of him, man, I'm excited to see what this guy's going to do and how he's going to impact his career in the DMO.
Oh, most definitely, man. He's a standout player, man. So in the hands of Tight Work, man, I'm sure he's going to the sky's the limit at this point. But let's move on, man, to a player that's near and dear to your heart as well, man. You want to speak on him first before I talk about him?
Yeah, man. Listen, I didn't even expect him to ball like this because, we got Myles Garrett on the other side of the line. But I think the reason why he's getting off so good is the type of attention that Myles Garrett deserves. But to be sitting here having 16 sacks, man, he's definitely looking like the D-line defensive lineman of the year in my eyes, man. But he's wreaking havoc, man. He's out there and he's handling what he's supposed to be handling as far as getting pressure on the quarterback, getting after the running back, and taking a lot of pressure off of our secondary. So he has 16 now. My game style, I'm able to utilize the defensive line and get top production out of them. So I'm just seeing if we can break the sack record this year.
Oh, most definitely, man. Because I'm just looking at his numbers, man. He has 25 tackles, which means he's helping in the run game, and he has 3 forced fumbles. So he's helping you, get those turnovers, man, to get your offense back on the field. So, like I said, man, I wish I had a player like that in Atlanta right now to be helping me out to get some pressure on the quarterback and help out against that run as well. But let's go ahead and move on, man, to the DML leaders in yardage. And first up, man, we have Patrick Mahomes, which I will be honest, is a shock for me. I didn't expect the second-year guy to be coming out leading the league, but in the hands of KP, I kind of expected that, man. He's got that blazer, Tyreek Hill, out there who's, putting up some good numbers, which is also helping Patrick Mahomes as well. So, what are your thoughts on him, man?
This dude, like, the number one thing is about him, why he's doing so well, is the offensive weapons, man. Hands down, the offense, that offense out there in Kansas City, hands down, is the best all-around offense in the DML right now, in my opinion. It has good wide receiver core, solid tight end, a dual threat at the running back. Only thing that I think they lack is the offensive line, but being as though that the wide receivers and so many weapons cause so much pressure, and the type of user that KP is not affecting Mahomes at all. So for him to be sitting here, man, this young, showing this type of production, man, is just crazy. But I think a lot of that comes to the weapons that he had surrounding him. I don't think that if he was on another team, he would definitely be at the top of this list. But for him to have so many weapons out there in Kansas City, it's hard. It's hard not to succeed out there, man. It's hard.
Most definitely. So, I guess, man, we'll go ahead and move on to the leading rusher in yards through 8 weeks throughout the Dynasty cycle. And we have David Johnson. Once again, I was surprised by this, man. To be honest with you, I thought a Fournette would be here because Blake Bortles is a horrible quarterback. So I thought, expert would lean on the run a lot. And I also thought Zeke would be here at this point because, over the Madden 18 cycle, we got so used to Zeke leading the league and running to where it was just a giving that, every season he was going to lead the league in rushing and go on to win the MVP. But now David Johnson is, at the forefront, with 639 yards. So what are your thoughts on him?
I thought definitely you forgot a guy. My looking at this, as far as like who will be leading the league in rushing coming into the season, I definitely thought it would be Todd Gurley. Hands down.
Oh yeah.
Hands down. Definitely thought it would be Todd Gurley. But David Johnson came out and showed that he's a guy that should be up there also. But who out with the Arizona Cardinals, watching him play this offseason, in a couple head-to-heads, he didn't display a solid run game. He was a guy that, came out with a pass-first team. So for him to actually have this guy at the top of the list is a shocker to me. But I tip my hat off to him, man. But because he's definitely taking with the rookie quarterback that he have out there, for David Johnson to be running the ball, that can take a lot of pressure off of him. But man, it's a shocker to see him at the top of this list, like especially with the names you just mentioned, especially Todd Gurley. But I tip my hat off to him, man. Keep doing what you're doing. See if you could break 1,200.
Yeah, most definitely. Because Todd Gurley, man, he's a close second. He's about 100 yards behind David Johnson. So King Vitamin is out there in Los Angeles putting that run game together, but it's just not enough yet to overtake David Johnson. So I guess we'll go ahead and move on to Tyreek Hill, man. No surprise here.
Yeah.
KP loves to throw the ball deep. One of the fastest guys in the league. Here you go.
This is the thing about this right here, right? It's the thing about it is guys making it easy for him. All right, now I tuned into a couple KP games. All right, Dynasty, pay attention to this, what I'm about to say. If you think that you're going to win a battle with Tyreek Hill, one-on-one coverage, with no safety or with no one over the top, you out your fucking mind, man. Like, you out your mind. Like, it's no way possible that I'm talking about guys. It's not like they're disguising a blitz or dudes coming out on cover 3, user in the safety, and give it to this man one-on-one coverage. This is the fastest man on the game. No one is keeping up with him, man. Then you got Patrick Mahomes back there with the rocket as an arm. It's no way. Like, so if guys are going to continue to keep playing this man, Tyreek Hill, Mr. Deuces himself like that, he's going to shatter the receiving yard record this year. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah,
Guys is just coming out saying, pretty much just baiting him into throwing it to him, and this is why he's standing out and he's on this list, because guys is just showing no respect to Tyreek Hill. It's just crazy, man.
most definitely, man. I know when I get to play him, man, keeping the safeties over the top no matter what. Play a lot of man, and I'm gonna be scared as hell to blitz. So hopefully we can get pressure with the front four at that point. But let's go to our first award of the season, man. Me and you talked about this, man. This guy is well deserving. He was at one point, leading the league in rushing. He was putting up some good numbers from the pocket as well. And we have Lamar Jackson, man, winning the midseason MVP. So, drop some knowledge on us why you thought he should be the award winner, man, for the midseason.
So I played against this guy, man, and I'm telling you right now, he is a game changer. Like, it's so hard to contain him, because the moment that he leaks out of the pocket, you want to go after him, but the game has blessed him with so much talent that he doesn't even have to juke you. He could just, his movement in the pocket is just ridiculous. Like, you could sit there and be going at him with a D lineman or a linebacker full speed, and he just swipes to the left and you out of the play. So it's so bad that one player can affect the game so much, man, as far as running the ball and passing it. And then his stats for all-purpose yards is just ridiculous. Like you just said, at one moment he was leading the league in rushing as a quarterback, while also being top 5 in passing yards. And he was responsible for a total of 14 of Baltimore's touchdowns. That's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Like, this guy flat out, I'm telling you right now, he's rookie of the year. He's rookie of the year. I mean, he's rookie of the year. I'm crowning him that award right now. But he's a monster, man. Like, he's really a monster. I gotta play against this guy all cycle.
Most definitely, man.
So I'm praying that the user that has him don't know how to slide, and he just come out there, just let Lamar Jackson do Lamar Jackson, juke, spin, because I'm trying to take his head off every single chance I get, man.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you, man. There's a new coach in Baltimore, man. Will he be able to do the same things as the old coach, man, and keep up this rampant rampage that Lamar has been on? Do you believe that?
I seen him in action twice. Now, the first time I seen him, he went up against the top, in my opinion, the number one user right now in the DML, Addy, went up against him, and he just came out, and Lamar got knocked out the game. But his game style looked better, and it looked like it fitted more with Joe Flacco than Lamar. Now, when he played against C-Row for Lamar, his gameplay looked like it seemed like to slow down a little bit. His offense was like it was in quicksand. It was moving real slow. So, only time would tell. But as of right now, I think that his game style fits more with Joe Flacco versus Lamar. But look, man, how Lamar is set up, you just got to figure out what fits your game style with him, because you could use him so many different ways, man. It's just ridiculous. But as of right now, I don't think that he will be able to keep this pace up with Lamar. But in the future, if he figured it out, this boy is gonna be one of the most dominant with dangerous players in the DML.
Yeah, he's gonna be scary, man. He's gonna be scary if he gets to develop him, man, and figures out to where he's a threat running the ball and a threat from the pocket, man. That's gonna be very interesting. But that closes out, man, our 4th and Inches segment, and we're gonna move on, man, to our Super Bowl predictions for the season. So I'll let you go first, man, and you tell me the 2 teams that you think are gonna be playing for the season championship, and then give me the winner.
I'm going to so tough. The NFC. All right. The NFC is so stacked right now. Like I'm being honest, man. The NFC is stacked. But I've had to boil it down to who I think be in the Super Bowl. I want to go with hands down the NFC Championship. I think I just want to boil it down to the Bus and Eddie. Now I want to put Matty Ice in there too, but for some reason, like I said it before, Matty seems to somehow, some way figure out how to let clutch moments just slip right through his hands. I think that he should have at least hung one banner last cycle, but I got the Bus and Eddie in the NFC Championship, with Eddie taking that going to the Super Bowl. In the AFC, I want to say him so bad, but I know that quarterback is not going to get him there. The AFC, I cannot take it away from tight work. I think it's going to be tight work and tight work in KP right now. That's what I'm going to say. I think KP takes it, and my Super Bowl for the season matchup is going to be Eddie versus KP. Now, for some reason, man, after Madden 17 in the playoffs, KP wasn't the same KP. And I got Eddie taking it, man. Eddie taking the season. I got Eddie taking it.
Wow.
Because the reason why I say him is because his kryptonite is gone. He showed that he could beat the top tier users in the league. He showed it, but he just had that one. Well, everybody had that one kryptonite. But all around, as far as game style, watching him play, man, I think he's the most balanced user right now. Just watching him play, and I actually got a chance to play against him. The motherfucker make you think. I'm just telling you right now, he make you fucking think. Like, you be like, oh, this shit's cover 3. What the fuck? Oh, damn, this ain't cover 3. Oh, he about to blitz. Oh, what the... Like, he make you think, man. And, I think some users just come out and they just play... They don't make you think as much as him. Like, just playing him and playing everybody else, So he just makes you think. And I think that, he how his team is playing right now, I know he took 2 tough losses back to back, but they ain't nothing, man. I think playoffs come, we're going to see the real Eddie come out.
Okay. All right, man. So I guess I'm going to take a different direction and path. I'm going to get straight to it, man. I see the Bears versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I believe that the Bus will raise his first Dynasty banner at the end of this season, man. The Bus is I played against him all of Madden 18. Out of all the seasons that we played, I was only able to beat him once. He plays a smart game. He doesn't make mistakes, but he capitalizes on your mistakes, which is, the traits of a great Madden player, man. So for me, I see the Bus taking it, man, and finally getting his name up in the history books, man, and rolling off into the sunset. So
now one thing about the Bus, I was gonna go with him because I played the fucking Bears, and I'm telling y'all right now, it's something going on out there in Chicago. Like, that defense, they pitch stick you, the ball go in the air, defenders sliding, catching it with their fingertips. It's something going on out there in Chicago, and the only reason why I swerved away from the Bus is because Super Bowl night is gonna be in Chicago. But it's crazy because it's gonna be crazy. Because even though we mentioned those users, you still got guys like Ness. You got, don't count out them damn Atlanta Falcons. They step. You got Matty Ice in the Philadelphia Eagles. You got Tightwork, who seems to be struggling, but he is a 2-time banner. You got Tone in the Raiders. You got so many teams that has a shot at it. It's crazy. Once the playoffs get here, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be electrifying. Because now it's not that kryptonite is gone. Like, it's gone out the league. So it's like it's fair game, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I'm seeing that, like, right now, man, the league is so balanced, man. Like, any given Sunday, anybody can win or lose. I believe, like, as we get further and further along in the cycle, then you'll start to see the separation based off of GM skills at that point, because
Yep.
some people will do dumb stuff and other people will continue to make the right moves to keep their team intact. But out the box, you know, stick skills are king, man. So it's always a good thing to see that. But
I'm gonna make one bold statement, and if it's incorrect, I'll be sending somebody a $50 PlayStation card. There will not be no one winning back-to-back banners this whole cycle.
oh, wow.
I think it will be a different Super Bowl winner every season. But I do think a couple guys are going to get multiple banners, but I don't see no one getting back-to-back banners. And if that user, whoever does it, I'll send you. It ain't gotta be a $50 card. It could be $50 on PayPal, $50 in your Cash App. Don't worry, I'm not gonna burn you or play around with your money like Marizi. I'll make sure that you get it. But I'll make sure that you get it. Whoever sit there and covers that, I got you.
Most def, man. So I guess on that note, man, we'll go ahead and close out our first episode of Move the Sticks for the Madden 19 cycle, man. You have any closing words before we get up out of here, man?
Keep that level of competition up, man. The season is definitely heating up.
Most definitely, man. And in my closing words, man, I just want to tell everybody, man, we're here to have fun. It's a video game. Let's have fun. Let's talk our shit. Let's keep the chat live and hype. Let's not take it so serious, man. And let's get back to what this game is all about, man. That's having fun. So, man, as I close out Move the Sticks, I want to say once again, I'm Nasty Noob. And like always, I have my co-host, Terror Dome, a.k.a. the OG Chris Murray. And we're out. Peace.